So now obviously I would feel a lot better if I did this. Right? Get rid of that and get rid of this. So what I have in the end is a v squared is equal to all of this. And I have one more thing to do. Again, if you want to get rid of something raised to the 3, you raise it to 1 over 3. Get rid of something raised to the 4, you raise it to the 1 over 4. So, if it's raised to the 2, you raise it to 1 over 2. And the square root sign is raising the index to 1 over 2. So we're going to put the square root over here and the square root over everything right there. And as we know, if this was 64, 64 is the same as 8 raised to the 2. When you use the square root of the square, it removes the square, leaving it with 8. That is why the square root of 64 is 8. So therefore, the square root of every letter that is squared leaves you with just the letter. Right? And so in practice, what that means is, so let me do that. Let's say square root of 81. But 81 is the same as 9 squared. But I always say that this is the hurricane to the roof. So this sign is a hurricane that tear off a roof, leaving you with just u. So therefore, it's just u. Now if you replace that number with a letter, whatever the letter is, the same thing will happen. So if this was w squared and the signs are removed, then you're just left with w. So the same thing will happen to v right there. Right? That's all that will happen. So therefore, when all is said and done, this sign removes this sign, resulting in that right there. Now this one, I would love to put this back, but would I want to is the question. Okay, if I square that to get rid of the sign, RA divided by the RA leave me with just G minus 2R over M. And you know, that's what I should do. Maybe I should do a set of videos where I do the solution and then I do the proof of the solution. Yeah. That way I save time instead of doing everything, you know, together in one. But yeah, so when it comes to doing these, we just have to be careful with, because you have to find ways to be efficient without confusing yourself, right? We had half m before, and we change a half m to m over 2, right? So in other words, what we had originally was something like this. We had something looking like half of m times all of that and what this allowed us to do is it saved us from, because we could have do it in 2 steps. We could have multiplied the left and the right by 2, so you end up with m times this equal 2r over there, and then you'd have to divide both sides by m, resulting in this equal to 2r divided by m. So you'd end up with the same thing, but it would have maybe taken you a little bit longer. Whereas if you just call this m over 2, multiply both sides by 2 over m, you achieve the same thing in just one step. Right? So 6 and 1/2 a dozen of the other. So it's not compulsory that you have to do it one way. Whatever make you comfortable, that's what you do. Right? Because you can multiply this by 2, then divide this by m, that by m, you get 2r over m anyway. Right? So yeah. Let me see if there's any other one that pop up in my let's see if there's anything else.